Hey guys, what's going on? This is Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com. Darrell Addison at torpedopot.com, and you're looking at our self-growing planters. These planters are designed to grow your food with no human intervention. You cut them on, you set it, and you forget it. And right now, I'm seeing tomato buds all over this plant. It's really scary. Now, I came back to prune my plant. I said, Darrell, why did you want to prune your plant? Well, we picked up about 40 tomato plants we paid like $14 from our nursery. We order in advance, and this is what I want to build in a lot of your communities. And so we got 40 of them, and I put them in here, and they were young, and they were taken care of pretty well. They look pretty good. They were about maybe 50% the size of what you're looking at right now, maybe about 60% of what you're looking at right now. And so now I'm looking at the leaves, and I still have this yellowing and stuff, so I'm gonna cut off the old limbs. But you know, there's always a fear that if you cut something wrong off, you take away from the ability of the plant to produce. Well, I just want to let you know that the soil plays a major role in that, okay? It's not the plant that decides not to produce. The plant will always produce. Let's say that together. The plant will always produce. It's the conditions that we have to look out for to ensure the survival of that plant. And so I'm going to cut off some of these limbs because I don't like them, number one. And they're too long. Now, this limb right here was one of the first limbs once we got from our grower. See that limb right there? You have to ask yourself the key question. It looks like it's half alive. Based on our observations, it looks like it's half productive and half not productive. If I let this limb stay on there, see how big it is? It's going to take a lot more energy to keep that limb alive than the energy that it's taking from the sun. And that's why it's dying. So you have organs within the plant themselves, but each limb has to be able to perform on its own. And for some reason, maybe it's too far from the base of the plant itself, or maybe it's just aged, and that's the way the aging process takes place in some plants. So I'm going to cut this off and set it aside because I want to give my plants a better chance of fighting and surviving. So wherever I see something that looks like that, I'm taking it off. Matter of fact, if I don't even see it looks like that, I just want to take those first set of leaves off. Now, what am I doing now? I'm forcing my plant to survive. I'm giving it the tools that it needs to survive. Now, with the extra leaves gone, it can focus more on the fruiting process. Now, I have about, and it's good you cut them off now, okay? If you wait till later to cut these limbs off, then all they're gonna do is get big and cumbersome. So it's best that you just attack the situation now and get them out of the way, instead of having to disturb a plant now that's already growing. So I have no problem with cutting out these limbs and getting them out of the way. Okay, a lot more air come in also. You need that air. That carbon is so important. So important. Okay. Looks like I got a lot of it out. Looks pretty good, huh? What do you think? Well, a little bit better, I guess. But we've got a lot more to go right here. And these plants are going to need to grow and produce tomatoes just like the rest of them. I've already hit it with a 3-12-12 solution. When I'm doing high concentrations like this, I use a 3-12-12 solution to ensure that these plants are getting the potassium that they need. In a condensed area like this, we know that the biological environment is really doing a great job for them. The fact that they're growing, the center leaves are looking good. I see buds all over this place, and it looks really, really great. Looks like I'm going to get a pretty good amount of tomatoes here. These are cherry tomatoes, and last year we had a planter just like this that produced over 1,000 cherry tomatoes from one planter from 5 plants. And I didn't plant those seeds of those plants. They came back from last year, the year before that. And we got 1,000 cherry tomatoes. Just look at the videos, you'll see them. And so this is a cherry tomato like it is right here, the Sweet 100s. I don't know what they can do, but I think I'm gonna be here every day and night to make sure they do it. But you don't have to, the PewDiePie does it for you. But it's just that we all want to make sure this thing survives. Please survive, not in the PewDiePie. You follow the instructions and you'll be able to get off to a right start. See one more in there. I see 2 more in there. I'm gonna take that out. Take that out. Okay, looks good. Darrell Addison, torpedopie.com. Darrell Addison, and here's the label if you guys want to see it. Okay. Darrell Addison, torpedopie.com. Darrell Addison, torpedopie.com. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.